Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It's the Veldt live right here on KEXP. Thank y'all for being here. A true wall of sound, beautiful stuff. The Veldt, founded in Raleigh, North Carolina, by twin brothers Daniel and Danny Chavis. Is it Chavis or Chavis?
Chavis.
How did the Veldt begin? How did this journey start?
Well, I was trying to graduate from high school unsuccessfully, and I needed to learn English for to graduate. So the teacher always picked on me, and she had me reading stories. And I went to Enlope. It's in Raleigh, and I turned the page, and she goes, "Daniel, you're a good reader. Why don't you read for us?" And I turned the page, and it said the Veldt, and that was, we were called the Psycho Daisies at that time. But when I saw that name, I was like, okay. And I took it home to him, and he drew a picture of it. He was like, we get back to it. And then later on, we just used the name.
And the Veldt is like what, grasslands, like in
it's
Africa?
the African.
It was from a Ray Bradbury story.
Where the lions go to graze during the rainy season.
Right.
And these two kids went in there and got all messed up and whatever. But we got to start from the hardcore scene in Raleigh, North Carolina, via Corrosion of Conformity, Reed Mullen.
Okay.
God bless his heart. Back in 1983, and then we began to play around. But he was playing in juke joints. When I played gospel music and part time, and then I got fired for playing too loud, and we got together and just started the band together with the guy named Robert Jackson, who passed away a long time ago. So then we began to play in Chapel Hill, and we got, it's like a good college scene in Chapel Hill at the time.
Yeah.
Super Chunks from there,
Right.
Povo. It's good. It's a good scene down there.
Yeah. Storied scene. And I know some of the songs we heard tonight were from what was supposed to be your debut, your major label debut, right?
It was supposed to be called Marigolds.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we had finished it in England with Robin. And
Hold on. Robin Guthrie.
Robin Guthrie, yeah.
From the Cocktail Twins. I just want to be clear.
Sorry, Robin from the Cocktail Twins.
Yeah.
In England, and they said that they didn't get it, so we got dropped from that label, and then it just never came out.
They got it all right. They just didn't get the color right. That's how we didn't fit the color scheme. So
Right. They didn't see it for y'all.
they didn't get it, man. The guy said, he said, the girl from the Golden Palominos did it best. I'm like, I don't doubt that, but I mean, well, teach his own. So.
Huh. And I mean, I've been listening to this record since it came out, and it just strikes me as a real lost treasure that I wish everybody had gotten to hear at the time. I mean, how did it feel kind of having to walk away from that record?
We never really walked away from it. We played it since then.
Word.
Until this day. We never stopped playing it, actually, because we felt that the music was timeless, kind of. And I didn't think that what they call shoegaze got a good shake, because when we were in England, they were just calling it that because it was a mention. It wasn't a term at that time.
Yeah.
There's a band called Moose, and my friend Lincoln was in it, and he came back and said that the interview was making fun of him because the shit.
Yeah, actually, Lincoln engineered this record.
Okay.
Lincoln Fong engineered all these Wolfgang Press, Color Box,
all the 480 stuff.
No, she did a
Gotcha.
bunch of 480 stuff,
Yeah.
and he actually is doing his own stuff too. And besides doing this record, we took it to make it our own. We started our own label called 5BC.
Yeah.
And so we just started helping our friends like Clone, Ice Blink, around, and just trying to regain the kind of stature that 4AD had back when it was kind of, kind of cool. So
Because none of those people, they weren't feeling us back then. Like, we went to.
No, they weren't.
All of our influences back then were like, Creation didn't get it. It was like kind of like, it was discouraging, but we just felt like,
yeah,
F it.
we
like,
had the same manager as the Mary Chain in America.
Yeah.
And Alan McGee said, he goes,
I wouldn't know what to do with you.
I feel like I've heard
was
this
cool.
story so many times when it comes to especially rock acts consisting of people of color, funded by people of color. So many stories like this where it's just like,
It's sad.
we don't understand. And I don't understand that.
Well, they understood, they understood
have
enough
ears.
to sign us.
Yeah.
They understood enough to sign us, and then they got home and figured out, wait a minute, did I just see some black dudes back there? And then and then they say you're difficult to work with when you want to be creatively challenged, and they'd be like,
whenever we had a problem, we became the problem. Whatever we wanted to do, that's the whole myth of my brother and I. It's always kind of funny. They joke about it. But when we know what we want to do by trial and
It's
error,
not
it's
good.
always, oh, well, you guys type of thing. So we had a lot of doubters in our
Yeah.
past. So whatever. It's
We
okay.
just didn't listen.
And you guys had kind of a Northwest connection, right? Didn't Stardog put out a record
yeah.
of yours years
Yeah.
ago?
Okay, this is a good one. So Polygram thought that, Mother Bloodbone had just broken up or something like that.
The guy died or something like that.
And then Pearl Jam came around,
Yeah.
and they go, "Hey guys, to keep you guys really cool and indie, why don't you say your first record's on Stardog, Mother Bloodbone's label?" And we were like, "Okay, fine, whatever." So they put us on Stardog as our first
Gotcha.
album, which was Marigolds, produced by Lincoln. And so we actually met Pearl Jam, and they were, "Hey man, you guys are cool, but that Ugly Kid Joe shit, nah."
Oh, they also put out Ugly Kid Joe. Right,
Yeah, at the time,
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, like that was our competition at the time. Because back then, so-called shoegaze, you couldn't give it away.
No.
You could not give it away, man. So imagine if you will, if some black dude was doing shoegaze stuff, then even a harder sell. So
Right. So you kept recording music.
yeah,
Aphrodisiac came out, what was that, 93?
no, 94.
94?
Yeah. We
Marigolds
recorded in
came out.
93.
Yeah, Marigolds came out.
And that was done by Ray Shulman. Ray Shulman was in Gentle Giant.
He produced the
back in
Sundays.
60s.
Gotcha.
And he produced
Bjork.
the Sundays. He produced half of the A.R. Kane record, Sadomasochism.
Shout out to A.R. Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rudy and them.
Yeah, Rudy
Yeah.
and them.
That's how I even found out about y'all. I was talking to my brother Eric Bled. I got to give it up to him.
Oh yeah.
Gushing about A.R. Kane. He was like, yeah, them and the Veldt, right? And I was just
Yeah.
like,
We met
who?
Eric through last time.
Yeah, he opened for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, you don't know about the Veldt? So I had to go do the math. And then I saw you guys, and then I got the message from y'all that your 1989 record produced by Robin Guthrie was coming out soon.
Yeah.
How does it feel to see it
How's it feel?
33 years after it was supposed to?
It's like passing a gallstone, or what do you want to call it? It's like it's like being creatively constipated for the last 35 years because people try to stifle what might bring people together in some kind of fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like we're not curing cancer here; we're just playing music. But they made it really difficult for us in the past, so we just got together with the Hayato in early 2000 to keep the band going and whatnot. And the oldest member in here with us now is Alex Cox over here. If you look to my right of me, there's 3 white guys over here. Marty,
Got to keep them separated.
LG, and Alex.
And
What's up,
Dale,
y'all?
got old Dale over here.
Yeah, they got their own thing. He repping the Arcane.
Oh, I see you.
Martin's over there. Martin's in the Ice Blink.
Yeah, what we were saying earlier, like
Yeah.
Martin is in the Ice Blink, that we got them on our label.
Word.
Clone, and also
LG.
Deadly Echoes, that guy. Alex, he does, I don't know, well, Alex just does what, the museum, right? Whatever. It was Alex's idea to put the band back together again, actually.
Yeah.
Nice one, Alex.
So after his 5th bourbon and him trying to hit me in
We
the
got old
face.
Dale over here.
Yeah, we got
so,
old Dale over here. Yeah.
So majority of us are from North Carolina, so it's great to
Gotcha.
have people from North Carolina and have them see that it's more than what they think it is. There's a lot of bluegrass,
Yeah.
a lot of country North Carolina. A lot of my friends play bluegrass, but there's not a lot like this. So we just persevered.
Yeah. I saw something recently, you probably peeped this. Lenny Kravitz was talking about how I think like Vibe and kind of black outlets had never really celebrated their black rock and roll.
We were in Vibe one time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave it a little blurb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ebony too.
Okay.
But that
Well,
was
that's
it.
what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, but Lenny, I mean, he has his own story to tell, but I mean, as far as we know, all of us don't have any kind of in-way to that situation. The people can complain, but as a unit, as a unity thing, it's not individual situation. They
Yes.
don't want none of us in there. So you got to be, I mean, we're 57 years old doing this stuff, dude. You think anybody going to hang around this long and do this stuff? You know?
And you guys, were you down with like Greg Tate, Black Rock Coalition and all that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Greg Tate, God bless his soul.
R.I.P., yeah.
We had planned to do this thing called the Electric Underground Railroad with Greg Tate. God bless him. And man, his last gig with us, man, he called us up. We were walking back somewhere in like in New York to a flea market. He never calls us because he's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I saw his number. I said, what does he want?
What does he want? You know, he said,
We were all mad. We were all
come on,
mad.
man.
for
We made no
some
money
reason.
the last night we played with him. He's like, yo, man, let's do this again, man. I'm like, okay. You know, he had saw the potential of having Burnt Sugar out there to a more alternative audience. And they loved him, man. You know, they loved it. And he got that vibe.
Yeah, so the festival was called Noir Bazaar. Electric Underground Railroad, and I started it in North Carolina because there wasn't anything like it, and I wanted to try to indoctrinate, black kind of like psychedelic and shoegaze, but there weren't any.
No.
So I couldn't shorten my scope. So I just,
open it up.
Yeah, the idea of it is black in essence. That's all that mattered to me. So, but there are a lot of young people these days that like shoegaze, and a lot of young ladies and whatnot that are getting into the sound that I would have never thought.
We didn't either, man. When we've been playing this record on this tour, I was like, hey, man, you guys influenced me. And so I'm like, man, do you know what I really do? Like, they really like the stuff, man. And through people like Marty and LG, and we all trying to bring it around to different clubs, we share our bands and whatnot,
Alex.
And I think that we're making a difference to some people who wouldn't see us otherwise.
Yeah. The people I've known who've known about you for a long time, your example has meant a lot to them. Seeing you, the visibility, what you guys put down, and that's a really important piece. And that's part of, like I told you the other night, like 15-year-old me is kind of like, damn, I wish I'd known. I wish I'd had this. But I'm glad that this record is out now and we can appreciate your music now and that you guys are out playing. What is next?
To put out the new stuff that we have been having for the last 2 years.
We so bad. We get bored really easily, so we got lots of fragments of stuff,
Yeah.
And lately, Alex has done some stuff we've been playing on, and maybe Marty has stuff, and we don't want to stagnate and just do the same old, because basically, we have these guitars and everything, but it really comes alive when we do it live, because it gets boring just me and him.
Yeah.
And Hayato. So I mean, we do it together, but the nucleus of the writing is here. So. Yeah.
It's live, really, because I love those records. But when I saw y'all, I was like, oh my God, this is crushing right now.
We use a lot of majority of the programming, which would be good to work with Eric Blood, and them. That was our concept in the beginning. The concept was to work with the DJ in the beginning, and they just didn't want to hear it. We were like, well, we want to use a DJ to produce because the concept of how to execute the production would be different. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had the Bomb Squad, we wanted the Bomb Squad. We wanted to get.
Living Color did that. They messed with them a little bit.
Yeah, but this is 1980. This is 1988, 89.
87.
Yeah.
We're asking, they're like, what? Run DMC beat, do what? They didn't get none of that, man.
Right.
We wanted Timberland. Timberland was one of the ones we said. They were like, nah.
You guys are, well, not quite from the same neck of the woods, but yeah.
Down south kind of thing?
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of the trap beat stuff that we mess with too. They wouldn't have that. So they don't have the concept to do that. They just want to keep it in a rock. Like every band was sounding like the Bad Brains with Joseph in them. But there's more to that. You know what I'm saying? Not knocking Joe in them, but I'm just saying, but they got more to happen, like more futuristic blacktronic sound. So to speak.
No, I appreciate that, the voraciousness in your sound. I was really blown away. Like I told you when Off the Record came out a couple years ago, and you had that interpolation of a Mobb Deep song, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God, this sounds so good as a shoegaze song.
Yeah, who wouldn't hear that? I mean,
right.
When I first heard, I said, wait a minute, it sounded like Susie and the Band. She's like,
right.
like Happy House.
Right.
And I said, wait a minute, I've got to flip that. So Hayato did the beat for it, and we flipped it like that. That was, how many years ago was that, Hayato? Was Sorimashita? 20. It was 20 years ago we did that.
Oh wow.
I
guess that song's about that old.
Yeah,
wow.
but that's how we were thinking back then.
Yeah.
But you can imagine what we're thinking now.
Right.
So but now they're catching up to it, I feel, so to speak.
Yeah, I know you covered like a vaporwave song.
Yes,
there.
Joy, we call Joy, but it's by this guy named Alex. He's a vaporwave artist, and the song is called "I Love You," and we're trying to get that out next time. But we're trying to get in contact with the guy. If you're watching this, dude, what's up?
Right on. I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all so much for coming through. I'm glad we could put this together and that y'all could share this music with folks. Illuminated 1989, fantastic record, and I hope the world gets to hear it this time. All four corners of it,
Oh yeah.
I want to thank Seattle, by the way. I mean,
Seattle loves y'all. I've noticed that.
Yeah,
Everybody's come out. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of blown away by that, but thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I think our crew over here, Marty,
Yeah.
LG, Alex.
Right on.
Good old Dale here.
Good old Dale over here.
Well, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, Larry.
The Veldt live on KEXP. I'm Larry Mizell Jr., and I want to thank you all for powering KEXP and allowing programming like this to happen, making things like this happen for more people to hear and see. If you love it, if you dig it, go to kexp.org, find out more. Go to the YouTube, like, subscribe, all of that. Thank you so much for powering the place where the music matters. KEXP. Discover new music at kexp.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?